Hello, everybody out there in YouTube land.
Hey.
It is time once again for yet another edition of A Lifetime Movies, A Dude's Perspective. This time it's Happy Faced Killer. Premiered March 1st, 2014. It stars David Arquette.
Yeah, it stars him as a serial killer named the Happy Face Killer because, obviously, it's the name of the movie. It's actually inspired by a true serial killer as well.
Yes, the Happy Faced Killer was a serial killer who operated in the early to mid 90s, and he was he committed crimes in 4 or 5 different states. He was originally from Canada, but getting into the movie, this movie is actually pretty good.
Yeah, it is. I'd say it's one of the best ones so far.
Yeah, we may have found one that could be the diamond in the rough, so to speak. It features, as we said before, David Arquette, who does a tremendous performance. It's
He's kind of creepy, to be honest, in the role.
very creepy, actually.
There's just so many lines that he just says that just makes them automatically creepy.
And the scenes of him strangling his victims are particularly disturbing. So this movie was rated TV-14 and is rated TV-14. So it's probably inappropriate for younger viewers out there, but
Yeah.
teenagers will be able to appreciate this. Teenagers and up.
And it's kind of weird for me to say this, but this movie does actually have a kill count, which is weird for a Lifetime movie.
And the scenes are of the killings are somewhat graphic.
They're tame to a standard.
Yeah, I mean, if you've seen any kind of R-rated horror movie, you're not going to be impressed by them, of course. But for Lifetime, this was kind of shocking, and nothing was too over the top and campy. Well, I guess there was just a tad bit of cheese in there, but not much.
Lifetime actually it was like Lifetime took it and they're like, we should actually do something good for once.
Yeah.
How about we take this movie and we actually make it good?
They
did exactly that. And it's probably the only time they were going to do that.
And the fact that they got a name actor to appear in this is also, I think, something that helps the movie. Someone who obviously knows how to act, because a lot of these movies that we have seen in the past, such as Sinister Minister and a
Don't
few
star
others,
on Sinister Minister, please.
they didn't have anybody who could actually act very well. And the most shining performance is David Arquette, of course, and it's a performance that I'd never really seen him in before. Because you guys out there who know him, you know him from the Scream movies and maybe Eight-Legged Freaks and stuff like that. And for wrestling fans out there, you know him as the guy who at one time won the WCW World Heavyweight Championship. So there was that. But I think...
Oh yeah, and don't forget, if you're also a fan of the NWA, check them out, by the way. He also defeated Josephus and shaved his beard off.
Yeah, but I would actually say that this movie could be considered somewhat of a comeback movie for him, because you hadn't really heard of anything he had been doing since then. This did come out after Scream 4, which he was in, but I mean, we all know the Deputy Dewey character is a bit of a doofus, so this is an extreme departure from him. But getting into the other actors who I don't really know that well, they all did pretty well. Gloria Reuben is another name actor that they had, and that was the detective that was chasing him throughout the movie. And
Yeah. And you know what? I was kind of surprised because they snuck in a lot of words that you don't really see in Lifetime, you know, like they snuck in some naughty words that you don't really see in Lifetime movies.
but of course, it wasn't anything too over the top.
No.
I thought that the film was well written, very well written, and I also felt that it was very well directed too. And
especially those scenes though when it shows the scenes of him murdering his victims and stuff.
but it turned out that just like the real Happy Face killer, David Arquette is eventually caught because he murders his fiance
slash girlfriend
after a big divorce, which the movie pretty much takes place between the years 1992 and 1995. And he does get caught at the end and is sentenced to life imprisonment. And
actually, he was sentenced to like 5 life sentences.
yeah.
He's not even eligible for parole until he's 125.
Right.
So that should be saying something.
Which means he'll never get out.
Yeah.
And the thing of it is that there was also this subplot, which like in real life happened too, where this couple came forward and confessed to his first killing, and that's what kind of inspired him to do the Happy Face letters, which actually eventually led to his downfall. But getting back to this movie, it was pretty good, and in typical serial killer fashion, if you guys know anything about them, they do sometimes torture animals, which leads to them.
Oh yeah, where he nuked a cat.
To becoming more twisted. But overall, this movie was really, really, really good. And I would suggest that you guys all check it out. You can find it on the Lifetime Movie Club app, which is where we found it.
Yeah.
And I will give this one 3 3/4 stars out of 4. What say you?
I thought it was out of 5.
Okay. 3 3/4 stars out of 5. That's what I'm going to give it. It's 3 3/4 out of 5. What say you?
I'm going to give it 3 3/4 stars, or 3 3/4 happy faces out of 5.
Stealing a little bit from Decker Shadow there, but that's okay. We love you out there, Decker, if you ever watch these. Anyways, I think that about covers it for this episode, and we'll see you guys next week with a rebranding. It's not going to be called F This Movie anymore. It's just going to simply be called I Hate This Movie. So that we...
so it can be available for younger audiences.
So that we keep the language down.
Yeah.
Only on a few of them.
Dad might slip up, but...
Will we release ones that have coarser language? But anyways...
Like when we dive into the crappy Friday the 13th movies, because there are a few.
Oh, yeah. We'll be back next week. So, love and peace from Denny and Son. Until next time, bye.
Oh, by the way, that was a hint on what movie we're going to try to do. One of the crappy Friday the 13th movies. Bye.